Imagine a nation teetering on the brink of economic disaster, where millions are sidelined not by laziness, but by the invisible chains of ill health. This is the stark reality Britain faces today, with a staggering £85 billion annual bill from sickness threatening to drag the entire economy into turmoil. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this crisis really just about health, or could it be a symptom of deeper systemic failures in how we support workers? Buckle up as we dive into the details of this eye-opening report that demands our attention. Just picture this. Compared to 2019, an extra 800,000 people in the UK are now out of the workforce due to health issues, and without swift action, another 600,000 could follow suit by the end of the decade. That's the chilling forecast from a fresh review led by Sir Charlie Mayfield, the former head of John Lewis. This isn't just idle speculation. It's a wake-up call about what experts are calling an economic inactivity crisis, where prosperity hangs by a thread. And this is the part most people miss. The ripple effects extend far beyond the individuals affected, slapping employers with £85 billion in costs from lost productivity, sick pay, and the chaos of staff turnover. But the toll doesn't stop there. It weakens national growth, jacks up welfare spending, and piles extra strain on the NHS, which is already groaning under pressure. To break it down for beginners, economic inactivity simply means people of working age who aren't employed or actively looking for work, often because of disabilities or long-term health problems. Sir Charlie paints a hopeful picture, though, emphasizing that this downward spiral isn't inevitable. In fact, he believes work and health can boost each other. Staying active in a job can actually keep people healthier. Think of it like a positive feedback loop. Regular employment promotes physical and mental well-being, reducing the need for costly absences. The government chips in a massive £212 billion each year to handle this mess, equating to nearly 70% of income tax revenue. That's money poured into lost economic output, higher welfare payouts, and overburdened health services. Sir Charlie suggests a game changer, treating health as a shared duty among employers, workers, and healthcare providers. For instance, employers could offer flexible hours or remote work options to accommodate those with conditions, while health services provide timely support to prevent issues from escalating. Let's bring this to life with a real story. Meet Loz Sandham, a 28-year-old with mental and physical health challenges, who hasn't worked in a year despite holding a degree in illustration and past experience in digital marketing. "I genuinely want to work and am eager to find a job," Loz shares. The hurdle? Many employers overlook their legal obligation to make reasonable adjustments, like providing assistive devices or adjusted schedules. It's heartbreaking because they're overlooking talented disabled individuals who could excel, Loz adds. But here's a nuanced twist. Loz doesn't point fingers solely at bosses. They're not fully to blame. They need guidance too. They explain, calling for solutions that empower both sides, such as training programs to help companies integrate inclusive practices effectively. In response, the government has teamed up with over 60 major firms, including giants like Tesco, Google UK, Nando's, and John Lewis. Over the next 3 years, they'll craft and test workplace health strategies to cut down on sick days, boost return-to-work success, and ramp up employment for disabled people. By 2029, these could evolve into a voluntary certified standard. Imagine a badge of honor for companies prioritizing employee well-being. Work and Pensions Secretary Pat McFadden sees this as a no-brainer win-win. It benefits bosses by retaining skilled staff and workers who prefer to stay employed, he tells the BBC. Experts agree. The Resolution Foundation's Ruth Curtis praises the report for spotlighting a culture of fear and lack of support that's stalling progress. Meanwhile, the CIPD, representing HR pros, endorses a proactive stance but warns success hinges on buy-in from businesses and policymakers alike. But here's where controversy rears its head. This initiative arrives amid debates over the government's employment rights bill, which critics argue might actually hinder hiring by adding red tape. The bill promises guaranteed hours and curbs zero-hour contracts, aiming to offer stability, but some business groups claim it could stifle growth and job creation. And let's not forget Chancellor Rachel Reeves' plan to mandate paid work for young job seekers out of employment for 18 months, with potential benefit cuts for non-compliance. Is this tough love or punitive overreach? Could it inadvertently discourage vulnerable groups from seeking help? Or is it a necessary push towards self-reliance? As Britain grapples with this £85 billion sickness burden, the question lingers, are we truly committed to a healthier workforce, or are we just patching holes in a flawed system? What do you think? Should employers shoulder more of the load, or is individual responsibility key? Does the Employment Rights Bill empower workers or burden businesses? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on this divisive issue.